guest from with Dr. D here. We have relatable, authentic, engaging conversations here on our show. We have an amazing guest here, Mr. Andre King, who is an entrepreneur. But not only an entrepreneur, he gives back. He gives back to our community, and he loves to stay in the backdrop, but his work speaks so much, and it speaks so loudly that others that have nothing what to do but gravitate to what he does. And so we're so excited to have him here on the show. So here we go, and stay tuned. Thanks, Andre, for coming. Appreciate it, man. This means a lot. So tell our guests about Andre King. Tell our guests about him.
Well, first I want to let the guests know that Second Nature for Children is in the house.
All right.
Absolutely. Second Nature for Children is in the house. And first I want to start with, I've literally worked out all my life.
Yeah.
All my life. I can go back to even being a baby, asking my mother, and she's still living, she can tell you, that I asked for weights when I was just a little baby. I'm talking about like 2 years old.
Okay.
So I've literally worked out all my life.
Wow.
And that hence the name Second Nature.
Second Nature.
Because working out is second nature to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I didn't wake up this morning and say, you know what, I got to go breathe today. Oh my God, I got to go breathe today.
Right.
Automatically. Mm-hmm. I just go work out.
Yeah.
So I never think about it. And so throughout the years of working out, I've had so many people watching me just work out. And they come up and they ask me, hey, can you teach me to run? Can you teach me to lift weights? Can you teach me to do this? So I really became a personal trainer, not working to be a personal trainer.
Right.
Yeah.
Second nature.
Yeah, not working to be a personal trainer. And so throughout the years, we're helping so many people. It's something that I picked up with everyone. And the one thing I picked up with everyone is the foundation of them growing up is shaking. We've heard about the mind, the body, and the soul for so many years.
Right.
But no one taught us at a young age how to connect the three together.
True.
For optimal success.
That's true.
And what we see now, we see us as a people, we're unbalanced.
Unbalanced. Speak.
Yeah, we're unbalanced. And so I want to focus in on three things today.
Okay, let's talk about it.
I want to talk about three things today. And I want to talk about consciousness, self-love,
Okay.
and why.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Yeah, I want to talk about those three things. And so
why those three, Dre?
those three things are a base.
Okay.
And it's something to get you thinking.
Okay.
I'm trying to get you to open up your consciousness.
All right.
Because something has happened to us as a people along the way where we are not awakening to certain things that we should be alert to.
Right.
Something is wrong.
Why do you think that, though, Trey?
Well, what has happened at a very young age, there's a lot of trauma when you're talking about the Black community.
It is.
So let's deal with the body. Let's just deal with the body.
All right.
When you see someone and we're not conscious, so remember the three things I said: conscious, or consciousness, self-love, and we got to figure out why.
Okay.
Let's do the body first.
All right.
Something is wrong when you are either overweight or obese and you're not doing something about it.
And you said something real profound right there, Dre. Overweight and obese, two different things.
Two different things.
Okay, all
two
right.
different things. Two
I
different
like
things.
that.
And because when you study statistics, and I don't want to kill you with statistics,
that's fine.
You will see where it's recorded as Black women every 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 is either overweight or obese. Something is wrong. We got to figure out why.
Why? Okay.
Yeah, we got to figure out why.
Consciousness, yeah.
Something have to come to your consciousness for you to figure out why. Now, us as a people, one thing we don't do is we don't seek help.
You got to speak on that.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Yeah, we don't.
In the Black community, why?
In the Black community, we don't seek help because what has happened, we have seen abnormal for so long till it becomes normal to us.
True.
And so that's why it's so important that when you're dealing with a foundation, we don't have a strong foundation in these three areas. If someone would have instilled in the people that I've helped for so many years and people that I'm helping now, if someone would just have instilled in them at a very young age that taking care of your mind, your body, and your soul should just be second nature. And that's where we missed it as a people. And we're hurting right now today in all three areas, because I can look and see that you're not doing well physically.
Right. But when the kids here.
Something is wrong. And we're not working to figure out what's wrong because, like I said just a second ago, it seems to be normal to be overweight or obese, or we're unconscious that your health is all you have.
It's a mindset.
It's a mindset. Everything is a mindset. We got to understand it. And this is the last day of mental health.
Yep.
Everything is a mindset. So when we're dealing with our mindset, just to move it from the mind, from the body to the mind, just for a second, then I'm gonna connect them together. I'm gonna show you how I connect them together. In the Black community, we deal with either mental illness, mental issues, or mental disorders. That a lot of people, when you mention that to them, they get offended, because I'm not trying to say that you're crazy. I'm saying that your behavior is showing that something is wrong. When you don't take care of yourself physically, we're going to bounce the mind and the body just for a second. When you don't take care of yourself physically, something mentally is wrong. There is a consciousness that you're missing. And it's a little deeper that you come to me saying that you want to train or you want to work out, because, yeah, that sounds good and we may get started, but there is something in your subconscious mind that has brought you to this point that have you healed from it.
So you do a lot of therapy within your training.
You have to if you want to be very successful at it. I teach how. I don't want to just personally train you in fitness. I want to make sure that you carry this journey on for the rest of your life and have an understanding that this foundation is what you need, and you got to learn how to balance these three areas off. Facts.
That's deep, Dre.
Because just because you're in the gym working out and working on your body, oh my God, you still could be dealing with mental illness. Because I still can look at, okay, you got that going on. That may come natural to you. Some people working out is just their thing. But what decisions are you making outside of fitness that is harmful to you and you're struggling with your mental health?
How do you depict that though, Dre? When you have a client who comes to you and say, "Hi, Mr. King, Andre, I want you to train me." You go through your motions of your consulting and all that.
Absolutely.
But how do you get into that? How do you know how to depict that? That's what I'm just like engaged, because you said the consciousness.
The consciousness.
So how do you be able to engage in that?
I'm going to talk to you.
Okay.
I'm going to talk to you. And I can pick it up, because what I want to know, do you know why you're overweight or obese? Do you know?
Right. Okay.
You know, do you understand that there is some type of trauma that could have happened? I don't know. I need for you to tell me, because I want to deal with your mindset, because I don't have time to play with you, because I'm serious about what I do and I want to help you.
And that does affect the physical too when you're trying to train them on those. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what I want to do first, I want to make sure that mentally you are ready for this task and you're asking me to help you with.
Yep.
Mentally, I need to speak with you.
Right.
I need for you to be able to explain to me. If you can't explain to me, we need to figure out why. Because anytime you're trying to be successful at something mentally, if you don't define it, envision it, or imagine it, you can't do it.
And Dre, you know, that's so important, because, you know, I work out too, and it's just like, it does mess with the consciousness. And it's just like, I have to ask myself, because I have, you know, we as women, we're, you know, we can get emotional because we're looking, I'm surpassed this now, the vanity part of it.
Absolutely.
But like you said, some people are working out to, now they say, I just relieve my stress by working out. That part you haven't addressed. Basically, what they're saying is something like you just taught me, something you're not addressing for you to say, I'm working out this stress.
Something is going on. So we have to always remember that it starts up here.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Then what? Okay.
And see, when you talk about it, because we're going to get really deep into the second part of that, because you have it's like a triangle almost what you're describing here.
Absolutely.
So the consciousness is like when that client comes to you, you're now doing that consulting. And what are some of the questions, you don't have to get really deep, like, because that's personal, but some of the basic questions that you may ask to start saying, this client here, because you have to know these clients. I admire trainers.
Absolutely.
You know every one of your clients.
Absolutely.
So how do you gauge that? I mean, what were some of the things?
The first thing I want to know is, like, how many days you want to do this? Because what's going to have to happen is if you tell me that you want to start training Monday at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Normally Mondays at 6 o'clock, you're doing something else. So now you're trying to make a change. But have you worked on your mental state to make that change?
Say that.
That's one of the hardest things for us to do, especially as we get older, to reprogram. Because Monday at 6 o'clock, a little bit of everything gonna be coming up that's gonna try to take you back. Your mind is repetition. It's trying to go back to what you normally do. So have you really locked in mentally that Monday you're going to be here at 6 o'clock? Because a lot of things going to be coming at you Monday for 6 o'clock. And if it don't come at you this Monday, it's going to come at you the next Monday.
And the thing about it is, Pete, this here, you just said something profound. You want to come to me at 6 o'clock. You bring in all this. Do you realize it's a mindset shift?
Absolutely.
And if they say, I'm all right, I'm all right, but it comes out when they're lifting a basic weight. And I'm sure you have said, put it down.
Absolutely.
Put it down.
Absolutely.
Refocus.
Absolutely.
It has happened for me. Put it down.
You're trying to do too much too soon.
And you can't rush the process.
You're trying to do, because now that because you're coming to me, so something has piqued your interest. Something has piqued it. So now you're coming, but now the problem is you want to work out like you've been coming to me for years.
Y'all stay tuned, because Dre has got to tell us the second part of this equation that he talked about. So we talked about the consciousness.
Absolutely.
So now he's going to get on the next page of what he was talking about as of when he brought it up. And so we're going to learn more about this. Is more therapeutic and more of a conscious mindset. So stay tuned for the second part of this conversation with Mr. Andre King. Stay tuned. Hello, everyone. It's Dr. D here. I want to let you in on something. Not only am I an online talk show podcast host, I am also an author. Yes, I am an author of my very first book, Cage in a Cubicle: Spiritual Lessons. This book talks about my journey in corporate America, as well as learning the lessons along the way. Sometimes you think that being caged in a cubicle is a bad thing, but it's actually protection. And so along the way, I wrote out my lessons in a journal, and it evolved into a dissertation when I was in school, yes, but it also evolved even more so in me writing this book. So I share with you my journey as I sat in a cage in a cubicle, spiritual lessons that came along with that. And I want you all to be able to share the experiences that I went through, and perhaps you may have gone through it, or perhaps you're going through it, but it will be some spiritual lessons that you all can learn from as well. How you can purchase this book? Head over to Amazon and you can purchase the book there. Again, I thank you in advance for your support and your purchase from your girl, Dr. D, with Cage in a Cubicle: Spiritual Lessons. Welcome back to the guest room with Dr. D. We have our guest, Mr. Andre King. Not only is he a trainer, he's an educator. And he's educating us on the mental mindset of not only just working out, but the mindset of knowing who you are when you're about to take on this task. And he's going to also talk about his nonprofit that he has and how he ties all of that with his nonprofit. So Dre, let's finish our conversation
Absolutely.
on the next 2 points that you had to your theory here. So, and then how you tie that to Second Nature, your nonprofit.
Absolutely. All right, so we did a little bit about the body. Mm-hmm. We did a little bit about the mind. We know that it starts here.
Right.
So now let's make sure that we connect those two to what they call the immaterial part of man.
Okay.
And that's your spirit.
Okay.
There
Okay.
is something. So when I talk to kids about the soul part of my program, the mind, the body, the soul, I never speak on religion because you can have people in different religions. So I don't care, but your belief is your belief.
Right.
But one thing, and I narrow it down because I have kids, I don't care nothing about the beliefs. That's on you. But it's one thing that if you're going to be successful at anything, you have to work on principles.
That's deep.
That's facts.
That's deep, right?
You have to work. I don't care what. You have to work on principles. And your principles come from within you. So have you connected the mindset
There it is, right?
that you need
Yes.
to the immaterial part of you where your consistency, your discipline, your self-control, your tenacity, that comes from within you.
And it goes back to the first part of what you just said, man.
If you're going to lose weight, or if you're going to get in shape, or if you're going to work on your body, you have to, it's mandatory that you connect your mind to your spirit.
Right.
And if you do not make that connection, you have no power in what it is you're trying to achieve. The fan can be a fan, but until it connects to a source, it'll never come on.
Never come on.
And until we as a people learn to connect to that which dwells within us, we'll never come on.
And how do you get the children there? Is it co-ed? Is it boys? How is it?
Second Nature for Children. I started Second Nature for Children in 2011.
Okay.
Because that concept came to me. I said, you know what? I want to take children at a very young age. And I want to instill in them that taking care of their minds, their bodies, and their soul should just be second nature. I don't need for them to get older and now all of a sudden you're trying to get in shape now. So because you made so many mistakes, to a lot of times it's never too late for some things, but sometimes it's too late.
It's too late. So you grab them at this.
It's best to get them when they're young. It's just like teaching them their ABCs and how to count from 1 to 10. You teach them that taking care of yourself physically, it should be something that you don't even have to think about, because second nature is a habit. It's something that you don't have to think about. I never in my life thought about working out, ever.
At 2 years old.
Never.
Mom, just give me some weight.
It's just something that I do.
Second nature.
It's in my nature. And it just became second nature to all my life. I've never lived without working out, ever.
Andre, how do you instill that into that child who has wavered and just lost? How do you bring them in? Because first of all, it starts with the mind, because they probably already come from situations where self-esteem is low. So how do you help groom them to that point of believing in themselves with the theory that you have?
A lot of the kids are missing that love. Just because you have parents or a parent, it doesn't mean that you're receiving the love that you need.
Right.
Because most parents, and I, with 22 years in the prison ministry, ministering to nothing but killers, 10 years in the youth detention center working with children that's been molested and sodomized, or working with families from defects. My background is crazy. Those children are looking for love. And once I opened those doors and began to bring them in and began to show them one thing about children, they know if you like them or not.
Oh, yeah. And they
can pick it up. And they know I'm Jim. They know I love them because I'm doing something for them that no one else is. So when I started this, my organization in 2011, when I began to bring children in off the streets, they was flocking in. They was running in because they never seen anything like this. Between 2012 and 2020, I pulled more kids off the streets than any organization in the history of Atlanta.
Wow.
running this complete wellness program. Every Monday and Wednesday, I had up to 70 kids that was coming in off the streets. No one was bringing them. They heard that Coach King is doing something and has a great organization. And they was coming in. And so once I was bringing them in, I began to feed them. I began to feed them. I began to talk to them about how to take care of their body and showing them love. Absolutely, you're showing them love. I began to talk to them about their mindset and why they need to go to school. Why you need to go to school, because a lot of them, they're not doing well at school.
True.
And a lot of them don't want to be there. They don't like that old system. And so the thing that we have to let our young kids know, this is why I need you to go to school. I need you to go to school because something in life that if you want to be somebody, you're going to have to do something you don't want to do to get there.
Say that's right.
You're going to have to. If you're going to be successful in life, it's something along the course that you are going to have to do that you don't want to do just to get to the next level.
And that's saying something so popular, not necessarily popular, but that is so true, because it goes back to what you said earlier, principles.
You got to have them.
It goes back to what you said,
it's mandatory.
Principles. Yeah.
If you're going to be successful, I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. We complicate things.
Yeah, we do.
But this journey is simple. It's not hard. Once you learn and build that foundation and see why we're not doing well, you see us falling a lot because if anything without a base will fall. So we don't have a strong base. That's why you see us falling in these three areas. We're not doing well. So I teach these children on a consistent basis. I never stop. I go year round every Monday and Wednesday.
Okay.
I go year round. I never shut the doors. I'm at CT Martin Auditorium and Recreation Center off Martin Luther King in Atlanta.
Okay.
And the doors are open for all the kids. And they come in. And like I say, from 6 o'clock to about 6:20, we have a chop-up session.
I like that they chop it up. That's their turn too.
Well,
yes,
we have that chop-up session. You have to be here at 6 o'clock. I give you a little grace period, probably about the 5 after. Anything after that, I'll see you Wednesday.
Discipline.
Because I need the discipline. You're not doing nothing at 6 o'clock. So whatever you're doing, I need you to put it down, and I need you to get here at 6 o'clock. So now I'm beginning to teach them the discipline. The self-control. I got to get there.
Okay.
I got to get there. So, and then like I say, once I get there, and then we're talking about school because they're in school. So now I want to talk about school. I want to know, like I told you a second ago, why I need you to go to school. Because what I need for you to do, I need for you to think about your future. That's what I need you to do. I need you to think about your future. Just for a second, think about it. And you tell me, for the things that you want in your future, is your behavior today taking you there?
Say it. Is it reflecting where you want to go?
Is it reflecting? So I need to get you focused. You told me, so what I do, and this will happen to us as a people too. We don't want to be responsible or accountable.
That's it. Yes.
For certain things. So what I do, I make sure I take down what everybody say they want to be and everybody want to do.
Trey, you have an assessment of everything.
I take down everything because what I'm going to do, I'm going to call you out. When I see you're not on the path to what you told me that you wanted to do, there's a path that you have to take.
And Dre, you do this by yourself. You have a team, but you have a team.
I do this now. Okay. I had a team before. Okay. I had 2 or 3 other coaches.
Okay.
Bless their hearts, but COVID threw it off. So now every Monday and Wednesday, I'm by myself. And now I have a young lady has come in to help me. She's a blessing.
Okay.
But I do it by myself.
And to know each one of those children that come in that door. I know a relationship.
I know when something is wrong.
Like you said earlier, you know when something's off.
I know when something is off. I know when I need to have a sit down. Yeah.
Dre, how do you crack the code with those kids? Because some of them just, they're so angry or so hurt and so bitter. How do you crack the code with the theory you just taught us?
Being there every Monday and Wednesday, not ever missing a day. Being consistent, living my program, being consistent, showing them that you care for them, being genuine with them. They pick that up. They'll share things with me that they wouldn't share with no one else. And I teach them how to navigate through what they're going through. Because what a lot of people don't understand, our children are hurting. And I'm telling us as a people, stop having children that you're not ready to nurture.
And it goes back to what you said, Dre. What they were taught. They weren't taught.
Absolutely.
So that's why they have them, and because they weren't taught the principles.
Generations. It's generation after generation after generation.
Mindset.
Of that same mindset.
No principles. And it's not to bash anyone, y'all.
Absolutely not.
It's not that. It's not that. It's just now coming to an era of aha and waking up to that. And so you talk about that, and I listen to that. But before we end, tell me what is your core philosophy? Just really quick, what is your core philosophy?
Well, my core philosophy is very simple. Make sure you always educate yourself on your mind, your body, and your soul. Learn how to connect them. That's if you learn, and if you need help, then you'll be able to, my information, but you need to get with a why. Everyone needs a mentor.
Yeah, you're right.
Everyone needs a mentor. Get with someone you know who gives good advice, someone that you can trust. See, the kids, the reason that they listen to me, because they trust me. I never let them down.
And I like that you said get a mentor, but believe in yourself. And you said something, about the foundation. And I believe that to be so true.
Got to have it.
You got to have it.
Got to have it.
And before we leave you, I want you to tell the guests again how they can find you. Second Nature, as you all see, is for children. He has a nonprofit. It's in the Atlanta area. But tell them the address and how they can find you and all that.
Very simple. All you have to do is go to my YouTube channel, Second Nature for Children. And on my background behind me, all my information is there. All my information is there. All they have to do is go to my channel, Second Nature for Children, and all my information. If they need to contact me, reach out to me, anything they need to do, all of my information is behind me.
And remember, when you reach out to him, be ready, because he's going to take you through not only just to scare you, but to prepare you for what we call discipline, accountability, and most of all, principles and foundation. We want to thank Coach King, as I learned today, for sharing and taking out time, because Saturdays are his busy days. He's supposed to be training, but he took out time with me to be here on the show, The Guest Room. So we thank you all for tuning in to The Guest Room, Dr. D, with our guest, Coach King. Thanks, Dre.
Thank you.
All right. Hello, everyone. It's Dr. D here. Not only am I an online talk show podcast host, I am an author. As you know, I've written my very first book, Cage in a Cubicle, Spiritual Lessons. But guess what? Your girl wrote another book. It's Time to Own Your Truth, a 31-day motivational. This book came about as of me sitting in a coaching class training. And there it stumbled upon me that I needed to own my truth and who I really am, my authentic self as to who I can really be and what I really am really about as of on a deeper level. And not only did this book come about through a training class, but it also came about through a supervisor who told me in the workplace to be intentional. And so that took me not only in the workplace, but it took me to think about what I needed to do as of what I wanted to do in life. And so therefore, this book came about. It's time, D, to own your truth. And this is, like I said, a 31-day motivational for anyone, and it's for 31 days to help you along the way that you may feel a little stumbled or a little stuck. This book will get you to where you need to be. So how you can purchase this book? Head over to Amazon and you can purchase the book there. I thank you in advance for your support and more so your purchase. Again, it's Dr. D with her second book, It's Time to Own Your Truth, a 31-day motivational. Thank you.